Myself, Angita Tiwari, from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology, from ITICD department. I am going to take a session from the subject, that is computer vision. 3171614 is the subject code. The module that we are going to cover today means we are starting with a new module, that is module number 3. The first topic that we are going to learn, module number 3 is basically feature detection. The first topic that we are going to learn in this module is feature detection. Now the introduction part we are going to learn about it. So introduction means a variety of features. Basically we have variety of feature detectors, also descriptors that can be used to analyze, describe and match images. So we can say we are having an example like a point like interest operators that we can see. We are having an image as a mountain peak that we can see here. We have different patches that we have taken. This means with respect to feature means what we have to focus it on. So that we have taking it into consideration. So region like interest, like total region, we are dividing the whole image into 4 of the regions, as you can see in the second of the image, means region perspective. Then we have edges, means we are not aware of the what is the image, but we are aware of the edges that it is comprising of. So different edges that is being used in an image. Then we have straight lines, means with respect to this diagram, as you can see in the figure, we have straight lines, means many of the lines is defined, means we have a particular wooden lamp and we have a wooden house which is based with some particular lines. So these are the different perspectives, we can say features of any of a particular image with respect to the interest. Okay, means we have to analyze also, we have to describe also, and we have to match also with respect to our perspective what we want. Means first like interest operators, then we have region, like we are dividing the region, then we have edges as well, and also we have straight lines. So with respect to that, the first thing that comes in our mind, the feature detection and matching, we can say it's an important component, we can say essential component of any of the computer vision application. But of course, because whenever we are dealing with any of the application, means any of the computer vision topic, we need to know what is feature, what is detection. So considering the 2 of the pairs of the images which is being shown in the figure that we are going to show here. For the first pair, we may wish to align the 2 of the images so that they can be seamlessly stitched. That means into a composite mosaic. And the second pair, we can say we may wish to establish a dense set of correspondences so that a 3D model can be constructed, or we can say in between view can be generated. So in either of the case, what kinds of features should you detect and then match in order to establish such an alignment, or we can say set of correspondences. So here the 2 of the images, as you can see, we are having the first image and of the another image, means 2 views, as you can see. See, in first image, as you can see, this portion is more, okay, and the second image, as you can see, this side portion is not there, but that side portion is more. So combining these 2 images led to another image. Same thing for this one, 2 of the views, we are facing this as in front view, and this side means at the left hand side another view. So combining these 2 images as well. So 2 of the pairs of the image to be matched, which portion of both of the images is being matching as a common. So in both of the first images also you can see, and in both of the second images also you can see. So basically this is the chapter where concept is basically based on the imaging features, means image features, how we will extract it from the image, from a particular image. So with respect to this, suppose we are taking 2 of the images that we have. So the first kind of feature that when you notice that specific locations in the images, such as mountains that I have shown you, peaks, okay, then we have building corners that we want to take it, doorways that we have for a particular building, or interestingly shaped patches of snow. Means if we want to see the patches of snow that is being seeing in the image, the first thing, then we have to notice the doorways as well, means that can also be a feature. Then we can have building corners as well, then we can have peaks, mountain peaks that we have. So these are the various feature detectors that we have in order to see in any of the image. So these kinds of localized features are often called as key point features or interest points, and are often described by the appearance of the patches of the pixels surrounding the point location. So with respect to that, another class of important features are, we can say, edges. So basically the next topic that we are going to learn after this, after this topic, that is feature detection, we have edge detection. So another class is edges. We need to have a profile of mountains against the sky. Now these kinds of features that we are going to learn can be matched based on their orientation as well, local appearances as well, and can be a good indicators of the object boundaries, means edges, and occultation events in the image sequences. So we can say edges can be grouped into a longer curves, or also we can say that in the straight line segments, which can be directly matched or analyzed to find the vanishing points and hence the internal or external camera parameters. So with respect to that, the points come. What is point? What is patches? So point features can be used in order to find a sparse set of corresponding locations in different images, often as a precursor, we can say, to computing camera pose, which is a prerequisite for computing, which is for a denser set of correspondences using stereo matching that we have, and such correspondence that we are using it can be used to align different images. So when stitching images, mosaic, we can say, or performing video stabilization, we can use this. So they are also being used extensively to perform object instances and category recognition. So a key advantage of key points we can say that is that they permit matching even in the presence of clutter, that is occultation, and also large scale and orientation changes. So basically these are the points and patches that we are going to have it. So here we will be going to see here, that is image pairs with extracted patches that we have shown below right now. Notice how some patches can be localized or matched with higher accuracy than others. So you can see we are having an image. Okay, we are patching it, means we are taking a patch, we are just considering it with respect to a window. Now with respect to that, patches is being taken in 3 of the forms. Okay, the 3 of the boxes here is being shown individually as 3 patches. The same thing, different views. With respect to the another image, pairs we have taken. So first pair gives this, another pair will give you the image like 1, 2, 3 boxes that will be given in the pair of 3 patches, as you can see here. So 3 patches with respect to another image. The same thing applies to first image as well. So we will be getting different patches for different images depending on the view of the object and the viewer. Okay, so with respect to that, there are 2 main approaches to finding feature points and their correspondences. The first is to find features in one image that can be accurately tracked using a local search technique, we can say correlation or least squares. The second is to independently detect features in all of the images under consideration, and also to match features based on their local appearances. So we can say the former approach based on what is more suitable when images are taken from nearby viewpoints, or we can say rapid succession. That is also we can say video sequences. While the latter we can say is more suitable when a large amount of motion, or we can say appearances changes, is expected. So these are the 2 things, or the 2 of the approaches that we need to keep in mind whenever we are doing feature points, or we are finding the feature patches or points at a particular place, and their correspondences as well. So with respect to that, during the feature detection that we can say extraction stage, each image is searched for the locations that are likely to be matched well in other images. So at the feature description stage, the feature detection we have already, that means extraction stage. Now the feature description stage, when we are describing it, what we have extracted, each region around the detected, that is key point location that we are finding it for, as in the form of patches that we have already seen, is converted into a more compact, we can say stable, that is invariant descriptor that can be matched against other descriptors. So we are going to see what do you mean by descriptors as well after this topic. Okay, so these descriptors basically find the different matching properties that we have in order to describe any of the feature that we have already extracted in the feature detection stage. So with respect to that, the feature matching stage, which is having an efficiency, which searches for likely matching candidates in other images as well. So the feature tracking stage is an alternative, we can say, to the third stage that only searches a small neighborhood around each detected feature that we have, that we have already done in the feature detection stage, and is therefore more suitable for video processing. So basically, when we talk about the video processing, the various videos that we are making it in order to image taken, that is image already being processed. So with respect to that image only, we are doing video processing. This is being used. That is feature tracking stage. And the feature tracking stage comes after the feature matching. So first of all, feature detection. That is feature detection stage. In the feature is extracted. Then feature description stage. Which region gives which key point location in order to convert it into a more compact and stable descriptor. Then feature matching stage comes, which gives efficiency. Means searching the more likely candidates in other of the images. And then we have feature tracking stage, where an alternative to the third stage, that is feature matching, is being arrived. Only it will search the small neighborhood around which each detected feature will have and will be suitable for the video processing. So feature detectors, we can say, first the question arises, how can we find the image locations? But of course, a very big important question, where we can reliably find correspondences with other images. That is, what are the good features to track? So looking again at the image pair that is shown in the figure, at the three samples, the patches that we already seen, how they well can be matched or tracked. So see, the image that we have taken with respect to the patch that we have selected for this image. How, question comes, how this image pair, which is shown in the figure, will be mapped with the sample patches that we have already taken with respect to this image. Okay, this I have taken for the first one image. We have the same thing for the another images as well. So how this matching or tracking can be done? So feature detector, as we have noticed, it is a textureless patches which is being nearly impossible to localize. So patches with large contrast changes are easier to localize, and although straight line segments to a single orientation which suffers from an aperture problem. That is, we can say, what is an aperture problem? It is only possible to align the patches along the direction normal to the eye detection. This is known as aperture at detection, as shown in the figure below. You can see with respect to this object, we have an aperture which is taken as a black circle, and with respect to the distances, it is being taken with respect to the patches that we are taking it. So aperture, we need to find it out where it is and how it is located. So classic aperture problem that we can see here in this means how to take the distance, how to take the distance with respect to the patch that we have already taken. So we can say patches with the gradients in at least two, that is different orientation, means significantly different orientations are the easiest to localize. That is, as shown systematically in the figure below, we can see that stable means corner like flow. See, from the figure, as you can see, the patches that we have taken place, okay, with respect to the aperture that we have, that is in the form of x of I. With respect to that, we need to find out the distance with respect to the object, the patch that we have taken it. So the red lines is being showing the distance, okay, with respect to that, and the x-axis and y-axis point which we are taking it. So that is being taken in the form of x of I plus u, the distance that we have taken, that is x with respect to this, the u distance that is already there. So that will be added with the aperture center point as well. So x of I plus u will give you the stable, means it's like it will be showing the corner like flow that we have to take it in order to take the diameter equal. Okay, now with respect to that also we have textureless region, means the properties which is defined is not stable. Okay, it is not stable in the form of points. So here, as you can see, textureless region, we can say that we have the one the aperture value and we have the distance, and see from that aperture it is being showing the different lines. Okay, the distance will be varying with respect to that. So textureless region, okay, where we can get the images, we can get the texture, or we can get the gradient in a particular format. So this is what the texture-less images as well, which is defined in the feature detector. So basically, the feature detector is a process where the different edges or the different patches that we have taken it, we have to find the relative distance with respect to the image, the object that we have, with respect to the patches that we have taken. So this is what the feature detector is, means the taking out the feature, then we have to put it in the feature description, then feature matching and feature tracking. So these are the four of the steps that we are following it for the feature detector process. and the things that we have done for the feature detector. So this is what the thing is with respect to feature detection process, and we have done today with the topic that is feature detection. The next topic we are going to do in the next session. Thank you.